Assalamualaikum and hello to Madam Nurul Binti Bahauddin and everyone. My name is Nurul Syazwani Binti Bahauddin and my matric number is 267957. So today we are going to discuss the self-motivation. So do you know about self-motivations? But first, let we see about some quotes about the self-motivation. Self-motivation is the ability to drive oneself to take initiative and action to pursue goals and complete the task. Self-motivation is what that push you to keep going on tasks, especially those you are pursuing because you want to, not because someone told you to do. So it's called self-motivations. So next we are going to discuss about the theories of motivations. Motivation is a harsh field of study. So there are many theories of motivations. Some of the famous motivation theories include the following. Firstly, we have Maslow needs hierarchy theory. Second, we have Herzberg two-factor theories. Third, McClelland theory of needs. And four, we have Bloom theory of expectancy. And five, we have McGregor's theory X and theory Y. So we're gonna to discuss one by one. For Maslow needs hierarchy theory, is a psychological explaining human motivation based on the pursuit of different levels of needs. The theory states that humans are motivated to fulfill their needs in a hierarchical order. This order begins with the most basic needs before moving on to the more advanced needs. The ultimate goal, according to this theory, is to reach the fifth level of the hierarchies, which is self-actualization. So the other level we have is psychological, second is safety, third is social, four is self-esteem, and five is self-actualization. For physiological needs, is the most essential things for a person to need to survive. They include the need of shelter, water, food, warmth, rest, and health. A person's motivation at this level drive their instinct to survive. Okay, for the second level of Maslow hierarchy of needs consists of safety needs. The safety or security needs relate to person needs to feel safe and secure in their life and surroundings. Motivation comes from the needs from the law, order, and protection from unpredictable and dangerous conditions. So for the third level of Maslow hierarchy of needs is social, or we can call it love and belongings needs. Humans are social creatures that crave interaction with others. This level of the hierarchy outlines the need of friendship, intimacy, family, and love. Humans have the needs to give and receive love, to feel like they belong in a group. When deprived of these needs, individuals may experience lonely or depressions. For the fourth level of Maslow hierarchy of needs, is esteem needs. Esteem needs are related to a person need to gain recognition, status, and feel respected. Once someone has fulfilled their love and belonging needs, they will seek to fulfill their esteem needs. So Maslow broke up esteem needs into two categories, which is the needs of respect from others and the needs for respect from oneself. Respect from others relate to achieving fame, prestige, and recognitions. So, respect from oneself relates to dignity, confidence, competence, and independence. We have lastly the fifth and final level of Maslow hierarchy of needs is a self-actualization needs. So for self-actualization relates to the realization of an individual full potentials. At this level, people strive to become the best that they possibly can be. Okay, for the second theories, we have Hesberg two factors theory. Hesberg classified the needs into two broad categories, namely hygiene factors and motivating factors. So, hygiene factors are needed to make sure that an employee is not dissatisfied. Motivation factors are needed for ensuring employee satisfaction and employee motivation for higher performance. Mere presence of hygiene factors does not guarantee motivation, and presence of motivation factors in the absence of hygiene factors also does not work. And number 3, we have Maslow's theory of needs. Maslow affirms that we all have the three motivating drive, and it does not depend on our gender or age. One of these drives will be dominant in our behavior. The dominant drive depends on our life experience. Okay, so the three motivators are achievement, affiliations, and power. For achievement, a need to accomplish and demonstrate on competence. People with a high need for achievement prefer tasks that provide for personal responsibility and result based on their own efforts. They also prefer quick acknowledgement of their progress. For a second, motivators, affiliations, a need for love, belonging, and social acceptance. People with a high need for affiliation are motivated by being liked and accepted by others. They tend in social gatherings and may be uncomfortable with conflicts. And last one, the motivators are power. Power is a need for control on work or the work of others. People with a high need of power desire situation in which they exercise power and influence over others. They aspire for a position with status and authority and tend to be more concerned about their level of influence than about effective work performance. Okay, for the fourth, we have room theory of expectancy. So, Victor Room state that people will be highly productive and motivated if two conditions are met. Firstly, if people believe it is likely that their effort will lead to successful result, and second, two people also believe that they will be rewarded for their success. So people will be motivated to exert a high level of effort when they believe there are relationship between the effort they put forth and the performance they achieve and the outcomes or rewards they will receive if they've accomplished it. So for the last theory is the McGregor's theory X and theory Y. The Douglas McGregor formulated two distinct views of human beings based on participation of workers. The first is basically negative, labeled as theory X, and the other is basically positive, labeled as theory Y. Both kind of people exist. Based on their nature, they need to be managed accordingly. Okay, so for theory X, the traditional view of the workforce hold that workers are inherently lazy, self-centered, and lacking ambitions. Therefore, an appropriate management style is strong and top-down control. For the theory Y, this view is postulate that workers are inherently motivated and eager to accept responsibility. It's an appropriate management style is to focus on creating a productive work environment coupled with positive rewards and reinforcement. So that's all for the 5 theory that we have discussed. So that's all from me. So I hope you guys that watching this video to stay motivated, stay focused, because you never know when the COVID-19 will end it. So that's all from me. Thank you.